Hi, what's the cost of content marketing? I'll assume that you're bought into the need for content marketing and you just want to know what it costs. Let's address that now. Content marketing is just a part of your total marketing, and your marketing spend should be somewhere between 2 and 5% of your gross revenue. You should allow about $5,000 for an external audit and $20,000 to build your strategy. So let's say $25,000 for planning. When you execute, you can insource for $80,000 per person. On average, you're going to have some younger, some more senior, and therefore wages will change, but around $80,000 a head. You could outsource for between $2,000 and $20,000 per month, or you can pay piece rates for about $500 per article, more for a bigger piece like an eBook. And you should allow about $1,000 a month for tools. All up, a small business should allow 5% of its gross revenue on marketing and expect to see that drop to 2%, where it's going to remain pretty flat as you grow. To identify the cost of content marketing, I looked at several sources, including 5 excellent articles. Let me show you very quickly those articles now, and then I want to add a little of my own experience to draw that to a head. All right, so we looked at 5 articles. This is the first. Now, as an agency, the focus of our first answer is on the rates per month for audit, strategy and execution by media type. That's because they're an agency and that's where their heads are at. Their focus is on social only, and the net conclusions are very consistent with other contributors that I'll come to in a moment. But basically, you want to be planning around $2,000 to $10,000 per month. The next article we found is from Jacob Warwick, and basically he covers in-house costs as well as outsourcing costs, and helpfully reminds us to remember to budget for tools. Third article, suggesting, and this is from, excuse me, forgot to mention the source, Sales Line. Between $2,000 and $20,000 for smaller businesses and more like $50,000 for larger businesses every month. Fourth article we found is from Lloyd Falk, and largely he's in agreement with the first 3 sources. The budget range is very, very narrow. Now the 5th article that we found when we Googled, frankly it's a bit of a furphy, not relevant to today's topic, but great article, ranking number 0 for SEO. Basically it's talking about featured answers. And the featured answers are when you type in a phrase and instead of just getting a result, you actually get a completed answer which Google has compiled. Great article on how to do that. Now, SEO is a part of content marketing, or more correctly, SEO is a beneficiary of good content marketing. But our subject today is really around the cost of content marketing, so not much there to share. I've already given you my summary of those articles at the very top of the show today. I'll share it with you again in a moment just to reinforce it, but let me add just a couple of quick anecdotes from my own experience in helping with the outsourced B2B marketing of a bunch of really great companies. Well, firstly, don't skimp on planning, including an audit to understand exactly where you're at. Then get blended execution. You're the thought leader. And then either insource or outsource to a team that can help you create and distribute your content. My take, don't spend less than $2,000 a month on outsourced marketing. Basically do it yourself. If you're bootstrapping, do it yourself until you can afford to spend $2,000 a month, then outsource it, and then when you hit around $10,000 a month, bring it back in-house. But retain external experts. Well, there was very little variation between the articles and even our own experience. Pretty much you need to plan on between 2 and 5% of your total revenue being spent on marketing. And frankly, content marketing these days is the lion's share of your marketing. Allow $5,000 for an audit, $20,000 to build your overall marketing strategy, of which your content marketing is a piece. Then for execution, you can insource it for about $80,000 per head per annum. Outsource it for between $2,000 and $20,000 for what the article said, and piece rates at around $500 per article. Allow about $1,000 a month for tools. Again, just my own flavour on that. Do it yourself until you can afford $2,000 then outsource it, and once you hit about $10,000, bring it back in-house. But you'll still need some external help for the weird bits, the fiddly bits. There's always something, and probably strategy as well. Now, your content marketing sits in the context of your overall marketing. And your overall marketing sits in the context of your sales and marketing. You simply can't build a content marketing plan without an overall sales and marketing plan. Of course, that's the role of funnel plan. In your funnel plan, map out the entire buyer's journey and identify the tactics that you'll use for every stage in the buyer's journey. And before that, you're going to map out the problem that you're trying to solve and for whom you're solving that. Key strategic questions. All up, put that into your funnel plan, and your content marketing will play a key piece in that. Now, if you don't have a funnel plan, go here and grab one. Go to funnelplan.com, get yourself a funnel plan, start with the free one. You can have it for free forever. Limited functionality, but it's enough. Get started with that. When you outgrow the free version, of course you can upgrade it for not a lot of money, but the free one's good enough to get going. Take a look at funnelplan.com and get yourself a funnel plan now if you don't already have one. Hope you enjoyed that. I did. Lots more lined up for next week. Until then, may your funnel be full and always flowing. Our thanks this week to Dan Chantor, intern who did the research on this week's show. Our contributors, The Content Factory, Jacob Warwick, Sales Line, Lloyd Falk and Peter Myers. Thank you so much. Hannah Sivalingam for your amazing production week in and week out. Thank you. My name's Hugh McFarlane and it's been my absolute pleasure to script and present this week's show.